Well, I wish I could give you the tea, but mine's just a little bit tart, and that's why it's called Leah's Lemonade. Power 107.5, Columbus is number one for hip hop and R&B. I'm here with no other than comedian, actor, okay, producer, DeRay Davis. How you doing?
Oh man, you threw the producer in there. Thank you. I'm doing good. You?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Actually, I've met you a couple times when you were here last time with Mojo, and I think it was Mike Epps. We all went out to the club for Mojo's birthday, and yeah,
Oh yeah.
we was lit. I like,
That's a little bro. That's a little bro. I had a, you know what I'm saying, had to take him out, because it's for them. It's for the club is for the youngins. Because I was gonna watch. You just gotta watch now, man, because
you aged
they
out.
turn up different now. Ain't even no dance floors no more. It's all tables now.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you done aged out the club scene now. It's over.
No. But see, as a promoter, I got to be out. I was born in the clubs. Like when I was 11 years old. That's why I translate a lot of my stand-up from experiences in the club. And I always had flyers on me. I always promoted. I've been participants in like events in Chicago before. Before I got into comedy, I would be out with flyers. So I always loved the promotion to see people, see the how people come out, that like the response to doing a great promotion. So I still go to the club and see what the music is, what's vibing. But as far as like, man, like the way they live it up, nah. Nah.
You passed that. I feel you. Well, listen, we are excited to have you back in Columbus. You're going to be here on Black Friday, starting Black Friday. Look, the gift that keeps on giving.
I'm making Black Friday. So there's the discount. So after right when you go get the TVs from Walmart, show up with the TVs, your toasters, your blenders, all the stuff that we don't need at all. That we
Right.
don't. Let's be safe this Black Friday too. Let's remember we're Black on Black Friday.
Oh, gather them.
How about that? All
Gather
this,
them.
and make sure don't show up for no deals if you didn't go vote either. How about that?
Oh, come on, clock it.
Don't try to get down there early. Don't be there at 3 a.m. sleep talking about some PlayStation and you didn't stand in line.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
come on. Come on. Well,
all right, I'm sorry. It's about comedy. It's about comedy.
It's about comedy, but we can have real conversations. I think a lot of people are still reeling from the election. A lot of Black folk are feeling it. And I'm glad that public figures are talking about it because, it's been an interesting election season.
It's been an interesting year. And I think that we were, and not for lack of trying to figure out things going on with our community on the other heightened side of things, like our icons, but I think this year alone it was already difficult to even really get started. I think we all heard if we were running track, we all heard the on your mat, get started, go. I think we all heard the on your mark, get ready, get set, go. And I think we all kind of were a little fearful in our run this year. A lot of things were happening. Financially, we're getting beat up everywhere. So that's affecting a lot of people. A lot of people don't feel motivated. You don't have money. You don't feel motivated to do a lot of things, including vote. Get up, gas. My kid, I have to do this. And a lot of people were surprised. Like people woke up that they were surprised at how fast it came up because we've been discussing it. And it's like, oh, that was today. We're getting a lot of that too. So it's like, just got to figure out what it is in that whole gumbo of what it is, instead of pinpointing one thing, because we know how we are. One thing affects a lot of things with us. It's like we catch this almost catch this virus of being upset, and then it goes across the board. It's like the election, and then my money, and then what they talking about the government, and that's like, we had a high. The fact that she ran in that gave a different light, and I think a lot of people also couldn't believe it in some instances. So when you don't believe in something fully, you don't get up and try to push it. You kind of, it's like somebody telling you can sing all the time. You sing around the house, but you're afraid to sing outside. So I think that had a lot to do with it. But past that, I am at the comedy club. Let's not everybody tearing up. Let's fix it. Let's put some Band-Aids on it. I will be there. I always do great down in Columbus. Always have a good time down there in Easton, man. And I'm excited to come back, man.
Yeah. So, it's going to be an incredible show. You are hilarious. You shut it down when you were here on that last show. But I wanted to talk to you about this. Today, GQ just actually spotlighted Cat Williams. And the byline of the article was "The Man Who Opened the Portal." Meaning 2024, he kicked this thing off with a bang and we've been rolling since. You agree? Because obviously he had a lot of comedians in a stir at the top of the year with
but I think Cat was being Cat, and it's one of those moments where Cat didn't do that to Cat never does anything like trying, like he'll buy someone a car and he's not expecting you to say Cat bought me a car. Cat is just being Cat like normally, which I don't want to say defended because I don't want to say that I side with anybody, but I've had conversations about my brother Cat, whom he's just being Cat. So at that moment, sometimes, it's kind of like when they say with opportunity meets luck is when opportunity meets preparation. It was kind of like one of those moments where it was deemed iconic, but I think everything that went along with it, he wasn't trying to do it. His interview that's how some things are just divine. The universe, and it's just divine, and he just said he just had the thing. But Cat is, as far as him being in GQ, I think that is important. Not what he said then, but for all the work he's put in prior to that, then the GQ thing should have happened. It shouldn't have had to be about him opening a portal to, and a lot of times people say like the Black Kingdom is suffering in a lot of ways. Like it opened up, a lot of people went on there afterwards trying to gain that same thing purposely without, what he did was accidental purpose. People went on there after that and used it as a way to let me vent on here, and it became something else. And when I was invited, I just wanted to make sure when I go that I'm talking about the proper thing. So when I do go back, and I did not attend in this because of everything that was happening, I wanted my questions to be that of nostalgia, and my stories about people to be leading in some kind of way to some joke, or ending in a, just in a way, a path moving toward where we want to be after the Cat interview, rather than me being in the middle of it. Because I did one on TMZ, and I said, because it was like, what you feel about it? I said, I thought it was fun. And then people were upset with me. I just thought it was really fun and funny. And regardless if Cat would have said something about me, I would have still thought the fact that me being mentioned would be huge, because he had mentioned me before. Cat had always said great things about me. We've always had our brother. We talked after that. We had a moment. And Cat is just really like, and once again, not that the people that he discussed it, but that's between them and they have their own. But I thought it was pretty cool to be at the family reunion and watching my uncles have this roast that no one would ever see. And without too much being truly exposed, too much truly, as far as my comedian brother, too much, no one's talking about nobody's mother on campus. Someone's like, so it's like, it was just peak moment for comedy, if that makes sense. It brought people's attention to comedy, and that was important to me. Now it's up to us to keep it afloat in other ways other than just that. Cat did that. Cat rocked that. Now what do we do next? How do we grow it? How does it evolve?
Yeah, absolutely. And as somebody who's an OG, you've been in the game for a long time. I
mean, I'm old.
No, I said you were OG. I didn't say you were
old. I'm old. I'm not mad at it either.
But with that being said, a lot of people don't know you were sleeping on the couch at Kevin Hart's. Like, you were really in the trenches.
That ain't what happened.
OG.
Kevin slept on my couch.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Let me get it correct. Kevin came up with you. But my point
I slept on nobody's couch ever. People slept. Wait. One was Gerald Kelly's couch in Chicago, in New York, because I stayed an extra night to do a show the next. That's when I was grinding. But as far as and I didn't need that.
Oh. And clock it. Okay, but listen, you have been in these spaces with the greats. You've come up with the greats, and kind of backpedaling.
Kevin eventually got a bedroom, though. Let's say that he eventually did move. I moved some things around. It didn't take much space. He eventually got. And see, can't doubt. We got to end in a good way. And Kevin probably could put that apartment in his house now about
65 times
more. Yeah. Kev's doing okay. So I might have to live in a doghouse over there. He has a 2-story doghouse.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But listen, I love that about about kind of Black men comedy and the way that y'all have over the years raised each other up and been there and supported each other through the trenches to get to where we're seeing, this success. But you had just said, moving comedy forward. Now we got to get comedy back on the forefront. As someone who's been in the game so long, where you've seen the Kevin Harts, the Cat Williams, the Eddie Murphys, all these people who have monopolized comedy from stand-up or being in clubs or, how do you, as someone who's been in the game so long, how do you, get people energized about you? Like, how do you, especially with a lot of younger people coming in, we always know who DeRay Davis is. So how do you look at the game and you're like, how do I maintain the momentum I've created and then keep it going forward?
In a talent context, I'll say it's more of watching what music does. Music has always re-evolved itself. It's always remixed itself. And I was lucky enough to come into that place of comedy where hip hop and comedy was merging. So the people I'm associated with, just in 1 degree of separation, from hosting the Hip Hop Squares to me being in the Kanye West videos and performing at the Grammys, one of the only comedians to perform during a performance. I'm the only comedian to perform during the Grammys that do my skit. And Wildin' Out, Nick allowing me to come on Wildin' Out, letting the OGs come on there. It keeps you at least around. So when I don't feel the energy to shoot a skit, or I'm like, oh, this is what's new, I got to get on my phone today. I have something that's, like I said, stay in touch. Me being in the club, stay in touch. What's the music? I might not know who all the artists are, but as far as the familiarity with the music at all, you need that. That's why a lot of people get upset with analysts, sports analysts, saying you never played. So I play consistently. So my outlook, my comedy concern for the growth, my comedy community, I can always give advice because they can't say, OG, you don't be out here. OG, you don't do this, and keep my material new. Consistently challenging myself too to go on stage and beat myself. Beat this guy in the mirror who everyone says is so funny, and how you able to do it. I love those questions to myself. How are you able to do it? So I just go and keep going and keep playing. And LeBron's playing, and he's playing at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But LeBron to play at that level, if that's not inspirational across the board for everybody, no matter what you do, and don't say it's because of this or your reasoning for playing. There doesn't have to be that sport. It's what you converted to in your mind. So that sport of wanting to keep being better and being greater, even though you don't have to. When you tell me that boy can't retire tomorrow and live a great life forever, choosing. So I choose for comedy to be that sport. And that's why, I keep doing the comedy clubs. I'm in a theater run now, and I want to see what it felt like. And it's amazing. But I do love that intimacy of the comedy club and seeing if I can make these 200-300 people laugh right here, right now, up with everything going on. Everybody can't make it to the hospital. Some people got to come to the quick clinic. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, and I love that notion too, because, listen, I'm a millennial. I was born in the 90s, but I was familiar with you from Wildin' Out. That's who I know DeRay Davis from. So you have stacks.
So we have that, like Wildin' Out, then you'll come see me perform. You're like, oh, by the way, does comedy. It might make you want to research some old comedy or something. And I'm glad when people see me now, because I've grown just like people's music grow. I feel like as a comedian, I've grown. I feel like back in the day, I had to be a lot tougher because I was this high yellow bro coming out of nowhere. They're like, oh, he must talk pretty talk. So I had to talk grimier than to just grab the attention, kind of like and not taking no movement away from the women's rap. But some of the women have to come out extra hard because of how difficult it is to be heard. So that's why you got to Glorilla, go get him, Glo. You got to, so you got to, just like LeBron, I take Glorilla's mentality, like, yo, I got to consistently, get out here and, that's how I felt as a young comic coming up until it was, I found my writing ability, which didn't come until later on, where I'm like, oh, I don't need that stuff in order for shock value. I have enough going on in this alien mind of mine that I could figure it out. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, talk to me about, there are people who watch DeRay Davis. You have over 1.4 million followers on Instagram alone. A lot of people follow you and hold on to what you say. Obviously,
half of them just nosy people. They don't be engaging. They just nosy. seeing what I'm
Well, guess what? They follow you anyway, whether they're a hater or not.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They
Right.
hear what you're
I love
saying.
the hate. I love the hate. The hate is love. It's
Well,
okay.
and I had a homeboy say this to me, and it kind of changed my perspective, even on social media. You know, we're so consumed in like the way that people engage with our content, right? But my friend was like, imagine if y'all be mad when y'all get less than 100 likes, but think of if 62 people came up to you today and said, you know what, I like that outfit. You look good today. You would feel really, really impacted by that. So if
I like that. I might have to steal that. I
well,
like
just
that.
tell them Leah's Lemonade told you.
Lee's like, I'm gonna say, I love that. That's actually pretty dope.
But yeah, like imagine 62 people coming up to you, pouring into you in whatever way that is. You would feel so honored that day. So it's
maybe
like,
unless they all got negative comments, then you're in trouble. Everybody walk up hating your pants. Now you're in trouble. That's the reverse of it. That's the other side.
Well, and yes, and I've been on the ugly side of the internet as well. It is easy to get consumed because we always want to.
I do not. I refuse. I've had moments where my heart bled, and I've always been people always talk about like what my love life is and what they think it is, but in my mind I just love really big and I care about a lot of people. So in doing that, sometimes you lose love, or people is misinterpreted sometimes, or you just you don't have the energy you think you can. It's like biting off more than you can chew, kind of. As far as even love goes, we do that. Like I can extend this everywhere, and I think people don't really know you are. So I try not to comment on people's love lives. When people break up, I don't like that Cardi and Offset. I don't like that. Like I don't like that y'all like that either. I like that, let them try to work it out. I don't like y'all push this woman or this man to this edge where they feel like we can't even break down our true emotions because we live so in the high life. I don't like when they Jay-Z, Beyonce. I don't like, you have nothing to do with it. The love, how they love, and I'm glad those people are. It's a superpower to have the money and being but the strongest thing you can do is being able to see all that, digest it, filter it for what would be good for you, and still have some of it fuel your entertainment energy, or even want to be out and entertain the people that do love you, because there's so many snipe haters out here. So I think that I choose to stay out of the comments for those reasons. Unless I have something strong, really strong to say that I don't think I'm going to regret in a few hours.
Right.
And I have to learn that everything is, we don't give each other we tell everybody what they're supposed to be doing, but not how to always get there. We refuse to map it out because we don't have the time. Yet you think somebody's supposed to have the same mentality as you, and we do that on the internet. And that's impossible. It's improbable that all these people are on here, and it just gave a voice to a lot of people that needed one. I found a lot of brand new comedians out of nowhere, but it also gave a voice to a lot of evil. Sorry about that. Pit bulls. They just sound little, but they're really Great Dane pit bulls. Hey, silencio. Silencio. I just learned that word. It ain't work. Silencio.
Yeah, your dog don't give a damn.
Silencio. Silencio.
There you go. Look, DeRay, the dog trainer, the comedian, the promoter. Look at.
She don't care. That dog gonna go off.
Oh, I'm screaming.
That's my alarm clock right there too.
How many dogs do you have?
2, but before they poop in here, I better get outside because I'm the only person that poops on this floor. I mean, hi. I get a little crazy sometimes. You know, sometimes I'm lactose. I don't make it always. It don't matter, okay? Come see me live.
Okay, yes, at the Funny Bone, Black Friday, bring your toasters, bring your TVs, bring everything.
I'll sign them. I'll sign your brand new 59-inch TV you just got for $30 that you damn near walked over a grandma for.
Yes, to make sure that you can go see DeRay, okay? He's signing Black Friday items, and you gonna get it. You heard it here first on Power. Well, DeRay, listen, you got to take your dog outside.
Thank you, Leah.
I need to make sure you make it to the toilet because now I don't know about you. But I appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time, girl. Got that lemonade stand popping. I see you got the lemonade stand popping.
You know, we try.
Hey. All right, girl.
Well, I appreciate you. Lemonade stand, grab a cup, throw it back, and sip on all of that.